Feeling like you can't complete the task is not because you're not physically able, but because you're not mentally capable or mentally able to do it, because you're feeling burnout. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time seeing my face, my name is Nadia Naomi, and don't make this be your last time by making sure you like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime I upload a new video. So sometimes do you feel like you're empty, you feel mentally exhausted, you feel like you're lacking motivation, or you're feeling like you're drowning in your responsibilities, or like you make a long list of to-do lists and it's like there's no end to it? If you're feeling this way, you may be experiencing burnt out. Before we go into anything, I like to I would define what burnout means. So burnout is a state of physical or emotional exhaustion that involves a sense of reduced accomplishment and loss of personal identity. This is like a result of excessive prolonged stress. Burnout happens when you're overwhelmed, when you're feeling drained, when you're feeling unable to keep up with the needless stress, or like life's ceaseless and unending demands. One unending demand that I feel like this is getting too much is emails, because like as a student I get too much emails. It's like these lectures is like they live there, so every little thing emails. So you could imagine someone who works compared to a student. You could imagine someone who works, so an unending ceaseless kind of like demand in the society or in school or a place of work, for example, is emails. Like emails even have some kind of like impact on people's mental health. So that's gonna be another topic for another day. So the stress that comes from the kind of stress that leads to burnout mainly comes from your job, but stress from your overall lifestyle can add to this stress as well, making you feel overwhelmed and feeling burnt out when you don't realize it. So for example, and also personality traits such as like perfection can also add to this stress. And if you go without attending to this issue, if you go without giving like proper attention to it, to say, what, I need to do something about this, it could get worse, leading to like burnout, or leading to like depression. It could lead to low self-esteem as well. Feeling burnt out is not like a diagnosable kind of like disorder, but it doesn't mean like you shouldn't do something about it. It doesn't mean you should just neglect it. It doesn't mean you should just not pay attention to it when you're feeling burnt out. It doesn't mean it shouldn't be taken seriously. That being said, for us to be able to be more attentive to our mental health well-being, I'm going to share with you 6 red flags you're burnt out and don't realize it. So let's go. Okay, psychological studies often associate procrastination with reduced mental health. So higher level of stress and lower level of mental well-being. You see, when you procrastinate, it could affect a lot of stuff. It could affect your job, it could affect your grades in school, it could affect a lot of things. It could cause underperformance in school or at work. But that being said, when we have low self-esteem, and from procrastinating we have low sense of self-esteem, we tend to hold ourselves back, and then we feel a sense of unworthy of success, and then we begin to self-sabotage. In a simple sentence, procrastination eats away your confidence slowly. The next one is reduced performance. You see, I mentioned this at some point in the first point. So with this, you have difficulty concentrating, to focus, like you're finding it hard to do your work or task you've been given at your place of work or your assignment. And reduced performance also could cause you to be late to get some certain stuff done. Even worse, you tend to forget stuff. You forget to do stuff or to get stuff done. Being forgetful. And you need to know that whether you're in or out, whether you're at work or in school or wherever it is that you may be, if for someone that's feeling burnout, burnout can cause you to lose focus. It can cause you to lack concentration into certain stuff, task or job or assignment that you're trying to get done, and then you begin to feel like this job or task or assignment is not worth doing in the first place. And you need to know that feeling like you can't complete the task is not because you're not physically able, but because you're not mentally capable or mentally able to do it, because you're feeling burnout. The next one is alienation. This is like a form of detachment or like emotional isolation. Burnout can frequently cause you to retreat from the stuff you used to enjoy doing, or like maybe a job or task that you actually want to get done, or it could be an activity that you enjoy doing, maybe physically or emotionally. You could enjoy going to gym. You might be someone who enjoys going out with friends and, you know, having a little to drink. You might be someone who enjoys, you know, going to museum or hiking. And it could be some emotional activities like meditating. You might love reading, you know, to improve your mind and everything. But then because you're feeling burnt out, you might not want to engage with this stuff. You might want to, you kind of like detach yourself from these things you used to love doing. Hence, you may lose the ability to fully cherish life experiences, even those stuff that you actively enjoyed doing in the past. And this, you should know, is a cause for concern that you are feeling burnout. Next point is becoming very impatient, getting angry or irritable by minor or small problem or issues. If the stress of your job or the stress of your work in school, of your assignments is getting too much, you might start to feel irritable towards your colleague at work, or maybe your classmates, or even worse, maybe to your partner or those, you know, loved ones around you. So you need to know feeling burnout is a culprit of this kind of behavior in a simple English. So you need to know that outrage or like anger is a sign that you're feeling burnout. You know, when you were never like that, and then suddenly you start becoming like agitated or irritable towards people around you, or even to yourself. You need to know that this is a sign for you to realize that, oh, I'm feeling burnout. It's a red flag for you to know that I think I need a break. The last point is meant to be separate, but I'm gonna put them together. Is you lose sleep, or you can't sleep, and you don't drink enough water. That one is kind of self-explanatory, because if you don't have enough sleep, we human beings were programmed to have at least 8 hours of sleep. I'm talking to myself now, because I'm the kind of person that when I sleep after 5 hours, I'm awake, which is weird, but I could always try to go back to sleep, but then it's hard because I then go on my phone. That I need to fix, and I tend to sleep late. So you need to know when your body needs rest, because there's a lot of times where our body gives us signals, it gives us signs to say you need to take a break from this, but we tend to ignore it. So when you can't sleep, like insomnia, or you're not drinking enough water, and you're not even eating enough, is a red flag for you to realize that you're feeling burnout. So in that sense, you may have developed insomnia from feeling burnout, so then you can't sleep. Another way with this sleep is like when you're keeping awake, or you're waking up too early. In my case, is a sign, and you know, and you can't go back to sleep. In my case, is a sign. With this, it could cause you to turn to addictive behavior. An addictive behavior that people tend to turn to when they can't sleep is they eat late night snack. So now you see that this is not really good for your body, because when you're eating late night snack, it causes you to add weight, and then that stresses you more, because you're feeling like, oh, I'm getting big, but then it's like you should be sleeping. Or people engage with addictive behavior like smoking or drinking because they can't sleep. They try to find something to distract themselves with, or they try to find something to help them not to think about what it is. They tend to turn to behavior that will even cause them to be more awake and not go to sleep. In my case, I'm always on my phone. YouTube. So if you recognize these signs in yourself or someone around you, if you recognize these signs in yourself, or maybe someone next to you or someone around you, it will be of great help to yourself to know what your triggers are. And then you could also use this to take time to change your harmful behavior to yourself, or like, you know, whatever kind of like addictive or harmful behavior that you've taken from feeling burnt out, like smoking, drinking, you know, not being physically active and not engaging in the stuff you used to love doing before, and turn them into healthier ones, because you used to do healthier ones before you started feeling burnt out, and you just feel like nothing matters anymore. You don't feel motivated anymore. So it will be of great help to yourself to know, okay, these are my triggers, this is the stuff that's causing me to feel very well stressed out. You know, maybe your job or your lifestyle, because your lifestyle as well contributes to the stress you're feeling, and then you might start feeling overwhelmed by this stuff. That's it, guys. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and don't make this be your last time seeing my face or watching my video by making sure you click the notification bell and get notified anytime I upload any video. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Guys, you need to keep an eye out for stuff that triggers you to get overwhelmed by stress. All right, so yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.